And we're live. Good morning. Welcome to Natasha Makes. I'm making, well, I'm not really making. All I'm making is a bit of a mess this morning. But John's here.
Hello.
Hello, says the voice. Hello, hello, hello. He is here. He is in the wings, waiting in the wings, patiently, or
I'm just looking around, being in awe.
he's
I keep
just
seeing
having a
things that I'm
little-
falling in love with. This has got to be the most grown-up, wonderful, amazing studio I've ever seen in my whole life. It's like my dream in a box.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Honestly. Your post room, I want to cry. It is absolutely the thing of beauty. I can't tell you the joy that would bring me.
It's only when you've tried to run a business and not had room for post that you
What do you
get
mean
excited.
When you cut 658 trillion orders and you're tripping over your 14th bag of the day.
That's when, because for me, the studio and my office is like the beautiful space because it's got all the quilts on the wall.
Yeah.
But for you, it's when when you've not had the space for post and it's like, oh yeah. But anyway, we digress. Good morning to you. I hope that you had a fabulous weekend. We have got John's Quilts on the show. This is a carpenter star.
It is.
Why is it called a carpenter star?
It was something about, oh, that was how lovely Gemma found all this out. It was about Bethlehem. And if I had my phone, I could remind it was the,
I think she's put it in the blurb.
she did.
There you
did.
go. You can
Check
read it in
the
the blurb
website
online.
out. Really good website.
www.natashamakes.com is where you will find it all. And under today's page, if you're on Facebook, we always post a link for where you can find all the goodies, because whilst they're all for sale, we're not just going to tell you all the prices. It just gets in the way. You know, if you want it, you'll find it. You'll buy it at the end. So we've got a few things to tell you about this
Natasha,
morning.
that's a big one.
My. Yes, it is, Mr. Cole Morgan. This is a whopper, in fact. And a few of you have been requesting it. This is 36.5 inches by 2.5 inches. This is brand new from Creative Grids. Gemma is loading it as we speak because it's only literally just arrived this morning. The beauty of this. Why do we need 36.5 glorious inches?
It's a yard.
It is a yard.
It's a yard. All the American fabrics and things will be a yard.
Exactly. Not only that, but if you are a dressmaker or you're cutting from a longer bolt, bigger bolt, wider bolt, 24.5 ain't enough. You need a bit more.
Big is always better.
Says John. So that's what we have for you today. And do you know what? Fits on this cutting mat perfectly, because this is also a yard. So there we go. That's what we've got on for you today. Also, the face masks are back in stock. John, what did you say to me this morning?
Well, I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever, but it is what it is. All the ladies in my shop that come in, they were telling me all their kids have now mandatorily have to have their face masks on for the rest of the year. So you're back to making face masks if you need them. And this, I love this ruler.
Love this ruler. It's just phenomenal.
Really good.
We also have back in stock as well the multi-size curved corner cutter.
I've not used that one.
I love the multi-size curved corner cutter. It just gets
Say it again.
Multi-size curved corner cutter.
I just don't do curves. It's just easier. This one I'll use.
Can.
No, I know you. You can.
And this is your square it up fussy cut ruler. So when you are squaring up your blocks, this is what you will require. And again, that is back in stock. Now, I promised you lots of good. Should we say good morning to everyone first? I feel a little bit rude. I haven't said good morning to everybody.
I'm thinking my lovely friend from Canada who got up at 5 a.m. this morning, Canadian time, it will be here.
Canada time.
She's
Canada time. Let's have a look. Shall we see? Oh, I tell you what, John, set looks amazing. With your
I have
quilts
no
up there.
part in that whatsoever.
I mean, it just clip them up. Kes says, good morning, Natasha and the team. Morning to John. Loved his YouTube video of what he was preparing for today.
Yay, someone watched it. I always, when you do things like that, you never know if anybody's going to watch.
You never know.
But it was 2.5 hours of me just sitting and cutting out all this fabric, getting everything ready, ironing everything as you're doing, giving all the little tips and things along the way.
Have you got anything left to say for today?
Lots.
Oh,
lots.
Of course. Perfect.
Shut me up, never.
I mean, it was a silly question, really, wasn't it? Morning, Myra. Good morning. And his beautiful shirt that definitely doesn't disappoint. Just you wait. He's got a cracker on this morning. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Ali F. Look at the size of that whopper. Well, quite. Morning, Lo. We always need a bit more. Lo, don't we? Tracy says, good morning to you both. Love your shirt, John. Have you been on yet for everyone to see your shirt?
Not yet. Not that I know of.
How did they know? How did they know?
Oh, you took the photograph and you posted it. That'll be it.
That's it. Right.
I thought, oh my goodness, was I on earlier and not know?
Did he? What? No,
It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
wake up in
You're
a
doing
minute.
fabulously.
Morning, Janet. Looking forward to John's show. Morning, Natasha and John. A yardstick, lol, says Myra.
Of course, it is a yardstick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, genius.
Morning, Fiona. She says, John certainly has an eye for colour. Blimey. Is that ruler to join John in order? To keep John in order? Say more than a ruler. You have met him, right? Morning, Claire. Should tea, crochet, and Natasha. Relax, especially after a spectacular tumble off my scooter the other day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bless you. Bumped and bruised. A bit arnica, love. Karen, good morning, guys. The quilt is lovely. Love the orange and red one. Gorgeous. Busy restocking after a super busy weekend. Karen sews more than I do. She's one of the few people in life that I know that sews more than I do. Morning, Sylvia. She's morning, Natasha and John.
Hello,
Sylvia. She's had her booster. She'll be there. Morning, Heidi. Morning, Pat. Morning, Joe. Tilly is on her way for a visit. Lovely Tilly.
Love.
Little Tilly. She's going to be big sister soon. Morning, Sharon. Morning, 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 Jenny. Oh, Facebook is glitchy today. Ugh. Morning, 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 morning. And Heather, received her scrap bags. Lots of lovely Lisa Chandler and her scrap bags. Ooh. The quilts look fabulous. We've got 3 options for you, by the way, quilt-wise.
We're doing the third one today.
We are. So we have got, this is Cafe Facet Fabric.
Aboriginal dot.
Aboriginal dot.
Is it dot or egg?
Aboriginal dot. Yeah, Aboriginal
look like
dot.
eggs.
They do look like eggs, but it is called
dot.
Aboriginal dot, which I just think is really, really beautiful and
Gorgeous.
absolutely gorgeous. This is slightly more dramatic. Rather love that too. Do you know what makes it stunning? Is the attention to detail in the cornerstones that we now can't see because I moved the camera.
They are very cute little cornerstones.
They're really beautiful, really beautiful.
Really sweet.
Whee! There they are. This
But
is what we're going to make today.
Anybody who's paying attention who gets the pattern, you'll notice on the Aboriginal dot, I didn't use the right fabric for the cornerstones, and it doesn't pop quite as well. So follow the pattern. It was supposed to be the bright pink and the little pink, but I thought, oh, I'll change it. And don't like it now.
Right.
No, but now hang on. Are you
Because
going to tell
John is
people
here.
what you've done?
Because you're here and I'm
but
blaming you.
You've ruined my bank account. I had money for Christmas and now, and you tell me just before I go on, I can't even look. It's just rude.
Shall I tell you then? Right.
Rude.
Because John is here, it's your fault.
Hello.
We decided to celebrate. So this week, actually, we're going to do a pre-Black Friday deal a day.
There's one every day.
There's going to be a deal a day, a different deal a day. So this deal is for today only. It's a bit of a whopper.
Yeah, it is.
Because you know the very latest Cafe Facet collective fabrics that we've had in?
Yeah.
We've taken 25% off.
She's bad.
There are a few that we need for other projects that aren't in that, but otherwise...
But can I just say, for the pattern,
That
you only
takes-
need 4.5 meters.
Well, quite.
Of
So
different
let's
colours.
just discuss exactly what that means. That has taken off nearly £4 a metre
It's mental.
for today because it's John's fault.
But that bottom one in the pile that you've just done, nobody buy that, please.
Oh, nobody buy this one, okay.
No, the bottom one. The
so-
bottom one, because it is too beautiful. I want
I
it
know,
all.
isn't
I
it
want
gorgeous?
the whole bolt.
So these are, and this is what you could do. So just as a, for instance, you could pick 4 colourways
Yep.
in a fabric, and then you can email us and go, what colour will go with that for being a plain? We will probably advise black, ivory or grey,
The
basically.
pink and the light pink and the cream works very well as well.
Yeah.
I will say, if you are going to do this pattern, get 2 dark and 2 light, because you'll see on the pattern behind Natasha that it is, you've got 2 dark and 2 light.
So I'd go that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. There we go. And a ½ metre of each, and then how
More
much
than
of a
enough.
plain?
1 and 3, it's just over 1 and 1.5, so 2 meters will do fine.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Oh my God, look at it.
I know. So all of these that I'm about to show you now. See, I love how I love how the orange.
But you see, that
pulls
in
through
itself
into
would
there.
work really well. Those four together.
They would actually, wouldn't they? They'd be rather gorgeous together.
Just divine.
So this is what I'm going to do for you today, and it is just like I say, only for today. Do you know what I think would look really good fun, John?
I love them.
Would be those.
They're amazing.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine having all of those in there?
I love them.
Would be fabulous.
So that top one needs to come over here.
This one.
No, that one over there. You just put back on the shelf.
I'll just put it
That
back.
one's
Well,
good.
you know, no, afterwards.
Gemma, take it offline.
I love this one.
That is
Do you know
a
what?
backing
Because
would be
it goes
gorgeous.
so well with everything. So
But at the price
if you
that
wanted
you've done
to
it
do,
at now, it's actually affordable to do it as a backing, and it's something with that little bit of luxury you can do. I know one of my dear friends, Shanaz, she's busy making a quilt at the moment, and she's been texting me saying, oh, should I get that one? Should I get that one for the backing? And now when she sees this today, I think her whole backing of her quilt's coming out of this.
24 hours, guys. That's
It's
all I
mad.
can hold this for is 24 hours. These are the brand new K Facet Collective fabrics. Okay, 24 hours. That's all you've got on this.
They're amazing.
And they went live at midnight. So
it's
you know,
midnight tonight.
midnight tonight. Yeah. Up until
Hurry.
midnight tonight.
All of you, hurry.
Hurry, hurry.
Look how good that orange looks next to that quilt.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Oh, your lamp just died.
A nice trod on it.
Oh, okay. I was like, even the lamp thinks it's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Fainted.
Oh, hang on. Look at.
I know.
Ooh. Right, what else have I got to show you? Oh, these ones.
They're just amazing.
There is a knack to getting all of this off the shelves, by the way. One day I'll have it. Here we go. So.
That's how
There
new
it
they
is.
are.
Aren't they beautiful? There we go. So again, you know, maybe you want to have that contrast. Maybe you want to do it all in one colourway.
You could very easily.
You know, one pattern. That's what I mean. In which case, which ones would you go for here?
See, I would do the two pinks that are on the table on the bottom.
Those two?
Yeah.
Those two?
Gorgeous. Yeah, I'd do those two. Because you've got the green centres. Any
Yeah.
colour's really going to work.
Everything. In fact, yeah.
They're very clever at what they do.
They are.
They
Well, I
really
mean,
are.
this is why we know that Kaif is the best colour master in the
he's
world right
amazing.
now. That's what Philip Jacobs says. This is a Philip Jacobs print, by the way. We haven't, when these fabrics came in, we haven't really honoured them with enough airtime because they're 65 different bolts. 65 in a
It's
collection.
amazing.
So, you know,
You've got the whole collection, haven't you?
Yeah, I always buy the whole collection.
Now, see, given I got stuck in traffic, I didn't get to go and look at every bolt. So
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to after the show.
Yeah. So let's have a look at these ones because again,
Don't look at any of these. You don't need any of them. Look at the bottom three. Oh my goodness, the bottom two. Oh.
right. So John, which ones would you choose?
Definitely the two closest to you. No
These
question.
two?
Absolutely gorgeous.
I would then maybe look at those two.
But you see, what I would probably do, I would actually do the two closest to you and then the two pink out of the previous collection.
Oh, okay. So mix
Because
it
you
up
can
that
mix
way.
and match. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
But
those are good
these-
as well.
Wow. I mean, they are all rather lovely, aren't they? So these are all on the website, discounted for today only.
You're going to be the cheapest place in the world to buy K Facet today.
Possibly.
Mad.
For today only. Well,
That
you know.
is just gorgeous.
I know. I love that one.
But this one might be my favourite.
Isn't it fab?
Oh, just gorgeous.
Every now and then, John, we like to, you know, just mix it up for you a bit.
But you see, the scary thing is the last shelf there, just above you, and the top shelf there. I'm looking at those giant flowers at the bottom of that
Oh, they're
pile,
fabulous.
and I'm like, oh my god. And all I want to know on this one is what's the repeat on these for a stack and whack.
Oh gosh, well, I would
They're normally
imagine.
24 inches. It's a big repeat on that one.
Yeah.
Worth it.
We'll have a proper look at that.
Oh.
This is your Caladiums. I have to remember it as like Saturday night at the Caladium. That's it. I just love these. But there we go.
That one closest to you is breathtaking.
Aren't they just beautiful?
And I'm not a huge purple and pinks fan, but that has got to be the most beautiful fabric.
And yet, just stunning. Just stunning. So guys, look, I'm just giving these a little bit of airtime. John will be on in a minute. We all know that.
I think you need to give them more airtime. Look how beautiful they are.
But they are a bit stunning. And like I say, this is just for 24 hours only.
Got 2 more to go.
And John, this is your fault.
Yep, you're welcome.
Well, you know, we just thought that we would
But the thing is as well, you also then want to make sure that all these amazing customers that have looked after us and supported everybody, they get a nice little bargain as well.
It's really
giving something
important
back.
for me.
No. We just have to take a moment. Sorry, we can't talk now.
Well, I
Look
think
at these.
actually, do you know what? That's
Those
your
in
4, isn't
themselves.
it?
That in itself, that as
Yeah.
a collection there would
Yeah.
be gorgeous for that.
Yeah. Because also you get nice big chunks of this fabric,
would.
don't you, in the Carpenter's style?
Oh, just heaven.
Aren't
But
they
those
fab?
last 4, oh my God, I'm going to need a minute.
Okay. We're here for you, John. Yeah, it's the Van Gogh.
Oh, just divine.
Philip Jacobs Van Gogh. There we go.
That one.
This one.
Oh,
Seen the cushion I made in that one?
oh my God, that one too.
Look, take a look. Pick your favourites. Get them quick. All right.
And they won't be around long.
No, they're not going to be. You know, that's it. And when they are gone, they are gone. That's it.
That's the thing I hate about fabric, is that you find something, you love it, you think, oh, I only need 1 metre, and then when you come to use it, you need 2 metres. And
Which
then
is why you take advantage of a day like
Exactly.
today, right?
Exactly.
Because when you've got nearly £4 off a metre,
That's mad.
it would be rude not to. Right, John. Oh, hang on. These are your kits for today.
Yeah.
So, you have a choice of. This is the batiks. If you want that real dramatic effect, then that is the one to go for. If you would like it with guinea flower, with cloud,
That's what we're doing in the demo.
and that softness of the cloud is just beautiful. So you can see it's always, we've got 4 different K Facet Collective fabrics there. Actually, that is K, I can just say
Yep.
K there, because they are.
And
As
these
are
two.
these ones with the grey. I love this one too. Look at these. There we go.
And you said as well, the background fabric, grey works with absolutely every
course it
single
does.
one of his
Of
collections.
course it does.
Whether you do it as a light grey or a dark grey.
Yeah.
We wanted to do a bit more dramatic, so we did a bit darker.
So they are your choices. Choice du jour. And they're there. John, your pattern is there. Apparently there's been a glitch on getting the downloads, so we will make sure that anybody that's bought the downloadable copy, they're saying they can't even find it in their spam. So we'll see where that is. We'll make sure that anybody that's bought it already.
Somebody I know got it yesterday, so it was working yesterday.
Oh, it was right. Okay, well there we go. Maybe it is in someone's spam somewhere.
But if there's not a technical issue at some point, something's wrong.
Everyone loves a Monday morning technical issue. John, I'm going to come out of the way and
Perfect.
I showed John the new iron today. He said, "Oh God,
Oh no, in that warm.
it's hot." Go on then, John. Show us what you got.
Hello. How are we? How are we all doing? I am very excited because you've seen these 2, and then any of you who did watch the live feed yesterday saw me prattle on for 2.5 hours making this. But this is a quilt. I have knocked these up in 3.5 hours.
Whoa.
That is from cutting to completely finished.
Oh my goodness.
This
I
is the
haven't seen
3rd colourway, and just a little bit special.
that.
And when you do it, you're doing that, you're making 2 of those, and then you're just turning the bottom one the other way around. So it is really, really a simple quilt to make. You're just doing half square triangles. You've got 16 squares and many half square triangles. I can't remember how many I did. It's all in the pattern. So what I have done is I have cut my half square triangles out and got them all ready. These are my tiny little cornerstones that we've got over here, which I love them. I think they just add that little pop of colour. This is the border, and these are the remaining squares that we need. When you get the pattern, make sure you stitch your colours on so that you know what I've called umber, you're going to call that. It just makes your life a lot easier because you also refer back to this picture. It's just building your own quilt as you go along. It just makes your life that little bit easier. And you'll see I've also cheated. I've actually written in the figure that it is that I'm doing. It just makes your life that little bit easier.
Fiona says, no rushing your demonstration today, John, just
No
to get
rushing.
into the warehouse.
No.
You haven't got Andrew's card.
We don't talk about that on air, darling.
Fiona said it.
Yep,
I'm handing that blame right over
We're
there.
just saying nothing.
I just read what I see.
No, bless him.
Now, who have we got? Jojo says, morning, Tash and John. Ready
Hello,
to learn
Jojo.
more about quilting here. Yes. All here. So we just sort everything out. Look at this. Some sorting is occurring.
Well, I just find it a lot easier to do it in the the order of the pattern. So what you'll see here is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's figures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just makes your life that little bit easier. And then on the pattern, I've actually written 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first line. Now to get these, you're just cutting the fabric as it says in the pattern to the different sizes. You're doing your half square triangles together. If you're like me, you always want to know what you get left over in a kit.
Oh,
So
yes.
this is the batik one that I did. And now the kit is incredibly generous with fabric. So you've got two options. You'll notice that when I did the binding in this, oh, always a little bit of fluff everywhere. When I did the binding in this, I wanted to do the binding in the batik. And there was enough fabric in the kit to do the binding with the batik. But there's also enough to do the binding with the solid. So you've got the choice of doing both. I cut out a lot more squares than I needed and turned them into half square triangles because it's a really nice size. So it gives me something to then make and do half square triangles, whether I want to do a chevron or a cushion or anything with that. And then this is how much I had left after cutting everything out. Now remember, I cut quite a lot of these black squares, so you will have enough for the binding. And you can just see there's quite a bit here left to do whatever you want to with at the end. So if you are going to do a smaller project, there's enough here to do your binding as well. For the binding, you're going to need 5 full strips and 1 half strip. So what I did with my binding is, you can't really see from there, but that is the distance from there to there was the extra bit that I needed. On this one, I needed slightly more. So if you do 5.5 strips for your binding, you'll be absolutely fine. And I chose the darker one to do 2 of. You do them how you choose. You might prefer to do the yellow as 2 of them, whatever works for you. You just need 5.5 of these with the fabric for your binding. And you can see loads left over in the kit and such a great value for the kit as well.
We try.
You didn't try, you knocked it out of the park.
Well, that's
And
it.
you'll see again, I always stitch my colour on because it just makes your life a lot easier that when you're looking for that colour over there, that's the one you're doing. It works for my brain doing it that way. And if, like some people, you are going to start the project and then potentially not get back to it for a little while, stick it all in a little bag, these Ziploc bags. This has had about 15 different projects in, so it is user-friendly for the environment because you just cut them and everything's in one bag.
I see your Ziploc bags. I've
I know.
upgraded them to
Aren't
the
they
ones
amazing?
with the zips on the actual
Those are the
zips.
ones I usually use, but I've run
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
Now, when you do make your binding, we all have hundreds of these. I mean, hundreds of them. They're always free in a box. We never use them. So all I do with my binding, I just put my binding in the little box. It just works so much easier because then it's not getting bumped in your bag. It's not being...
It's not fraying.
And that's what it is. The more
Yeah.
movement in it is
Yeah,
phrase. So I think that works
absolutely.
really, really well. And then on the Aboriginal dot, this was how much I had left on that one. There was a
Alison's-
cutting mistake on the Aboriginal dots.
Uh-oh.
So these were slightly smaller than they should have been to be an extra triangle, but you can see loads left over, and I got a bit overzealous with my grey but it's quite nice to do that as well. And the good thing then is if you are going to then do another project with it, maybe you want to add another Aboriginal dot with it, you can then add it and keep it with this colorway as well. So it's a nice little leftover piece to have, and it's not going to do any harm. Maybe you just want to do a couple of half square triangles or pinwheels or chevrons, make a linus quilt out of it as well. That's a really nice way to be able to do it. Just check the colorways will work for linus, because I know there's some colors they can't use. Is that linus, or no, it's the NICU ones. Sorry, I'm thinking of the NICU quilts, because you can't put red on any of the NICU quilts because they can't tell if the baby's bleeding. Didn't think of that. Never thought of that.
Never even thought
And
of
also
that.
the quilting on it, you've got to quilt, I think you can only quilt certain parts of it. You can't quilt the middle in case the quilting catches on the...
So yeah, so when we did the...
It was from you I learnt it.
Yeah. You don't quilt the middle bit. No, absolutely. Yeah.
And then this is what I had left over on the one we're doing now, the guinea flower. And you can just see there's loads here. So I haven't actually counted them out. And they will vary, because some people would have chosen to, when I cut my little triangles out for these, I used an offcut of the fabric at the end here. You may want to use that, so that will change how many you have in that.
Perfect.
But yeah, loads in the kit, because I think it's always important that you see what you're going to get left over with. I don't know, I like to know what I've got left.
Wait, no, it is important. It is important, because that's what you're buying, isn't it? And
Because
we
some
all know
kits
that it
that you
goes into
buy,
stash.
but also some kits that you buy, you're barely getting enough to finish the quilt. So it's just nice to know that the kit there's more than enough. And we all make mistakes. I made a cutting error on the Aboriginal dot. I was about to say Aboriginal egg, but you know, and it happens. It's just nice to know you've got that little buffer as you go along. So should we start building this? I'm assuming everybody knows how to do half square triangles. If you don't, look up on YouTube, quilt along with John.
Week
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
I did half square triangles this time last week. Yeah.
But if anybody is stuck on it, just look on YouTube. There was a video on from start to finish on it.
Quilt along with John.
Quilt along with John.
Oh.
Yeah, something a bit different.
How? That's not. Was that as part of your beginners quilt emporium?
Sort of. Yeah, it was more a case of, because I think we all do demos here, which is fabulous. But for me, it's a case of, how do I cut it? When I started, it was always a case of, how do I cut it? What do I do? So it was a case of things like when you're cutting your background fabric, I just show my trick of being able to fold. So you've got 2 layers of fabric, you've got 4 layers, trim the edge off. How do you line it up? One of my very good clients, lovely lady, she posted up on Facebook day before yesterday that she was really struggling with cutting, and she wants to know a few little tips. So there's a bit of things like with the ironing, how I press and things like that. So it's just a different, something a bit different.
Yes.
So the first one we're going to do is number 1, and you make sure the direction's correct in the pattern. And
so
then,
this is really a case of constantly referring back to the pattern, isn't it?
no, but even with the pattern, you don't even need to read the pattern. You've got the picture. You've got the picture there,
Yeah.
and then you've got the colour over here. So you don't even have to refer to it. So I know that that one is that one.
Perfect.
And then I know that that one's there. It just makes your life that little easier having it nearby. And what's always good is you're going to have a flying geese of colour there, of background there, flying geese of colour here, and then you're going to have a flying geese of background there, and 4 squares. Honestly, this is the easiest quilts to make.
Whoa, what? Hang on.
What?
That's easy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you make 2 of those. Unless you're on Natasha Makes, and you can't make 2 of those because then you finish the quilt and then you've got nothing to demo. And we're using Bertha today. I've called this machine Bertha.
Big Bertha.
And that's exactly why she's called Big Bertha.
She's Big Bertha.
She is.
Love the stick on it. If you see a seam ripper, now is not a good time.
My dear friend Sylvia, she, my Christmas present a couple of years ago, she bought all these stickers for me, and all of them were different. And the one on the front here says "Eat, Sleep, Quilt, Repeat." Some of them are a little ruder, but now I'm doing this differently. I'm going from right to left. You can do whatever works for you. I do think laying it out like this makes your life a lot easier, and you just add to it as you go. The only issues you will have is if you join it the wrong way round. So just be careful with that. Now, many of you have asked the question before, are you able to use the Magic 8 method for this? You are. My only thing to say to you there is remember the bias. The way I've cut these now is you've got 2 triangles, you cut down the middle, just remember your bias, because if you've got bias on the edges over here, it'll distort, and when you come to quilt it, it's a little bit of a nightmare, and you could end up with some bobbles in the area. Doing it the way that I've suggested keeps your bias in check, and you're all good. That's my only, you can do it however you choose, there's no right or wrong. I just prefer to make sure that I don't, just make my life a little easier by doing it that way.
John, I have to tell you,
Uh-oh.
I've just realised we've only shown part of the fabrics.
Yeah, I know. I know. I knew that the minute you're doing it. I was like, okay, we'll leave it there. But you know what's going to happen?
It's the,
You know that amazing Gemma in the office over there? Before we know it, a trolley will arrive and all these fabrics will be on there.
So basically the bottom shelf with all the MAs and the koi carp, they didn't come in.
What? The koi as well?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't look on the website at the K Facet. Give me some time to get some.
It's only that I've just seen that someone's bought some and I've just realised that... Huh? They are in the collection. Okay, so you can see them in the collection. That's good. That's fine. Just as long as no one's missing out, that's absolutely fine.
Now, when you come to join a flying geese half square triangle like this, so you're at this point now where you're joining these 2 together, when you do this, a really simple way of lining them up, line this section up. Thank you, Natasha. Line this section up, and this section up with your fabrics. So you're lining those up so that they all fit snugly on top of one another. But another way to just double check is when you've got it lined up, curl this back and make sure you're in a straight line between the fabrics there. Because if you were like that, for example, you'll see that you're going to not hit your point. But if you then line this up and it's in an exact straight line, you'll hit your point. It's just a simple little thing that sometimes people don't know about, which I think just makes your life that little bit easier.
It all helps.
It does.
All helps.
But honestly, both of these quilts, one took me 4 hours, one took me 3.5 to make the top. It's
That
a
is incredible,
really
isn't it?
lovely, quick project to do. The longest thing about it is the ironing and the pressing.
Yeah, but we kind of get used to that.
You do. The problem is I'm getting more and more adept at this ironing and pressing thing.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
Well, no, my husband's going to start saying to me that I can iron because I keep going and saying, oh, no bones, I can't iron, no bones.
It's just not
It's
true.
like that and vacuuming.
Oh, Elizabeth's late again. Good morning.
Hi, Elizabeth.
She says, wow, what a rich canopy of colour. Yes, it's gorgeous.
It is a little bit special, I won't deny. I had 2 shirt choices today, but when I saw this, I was like, nope, red.
That has to be done.
Red.
Yeah, you see, Susie always lays out the pieces out. Just saves on.
It really does.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah,
not a
yeah.
lot of people have space to be able to do it, and that's okay. Just put it on the floor if you haven't got the space on a board or something. And then you're actually doing yoga because you're bending down all the time as well.
Hang on, Geraldine says, hi Natasha and John, can't watch live, going to our sons in Withybrooke, Warwickshire. Well, that's near us.
Come visit! You've got to see the studio. It's amazing.
She says, I might bump into you. Well, you might. And Jill's just got back from a dog walk.
Hi, Jill.
She says that she's hope you're feeling more upbeat, John. You've had a week, haven't you?
You know what it is? I think it was actually Jan Hill commented on something last night on my live feed. It's just been a year, and it's a case of having lost my 2 best friends. It's just been a lot, and that support structure going, it's just been a lot.
Yeah.
And selling 2 houses, buying another house, moving, studio, and it's just a case of what I would give for 12 hours of sleep, you have no idea. It's obscene. But anyway, it will come.
I have 2 children, John. What's sleep?
What's sleep? Exactly, exactly.
You know, you can't ever say that to a mother because we will go, yeah, no, we haven't slept in years. Not in years.
You are not wrong. You are not. And the thing is as well, there are people a lot worse off. It just sometimes gets a bit much when your long arm quilting machine breaks on the day you desperately need it to work.
Oh.
and you try very hard not to murder people.
Oh no, Jenny says, I am looking to reduce it to 2.5-inch blocks, and that will make a 20-inch block. Then 6 blocks
Whoa.
will make a 40 by 60 quilt for my friend's project of quilts for refugee children. Gosh, she's got all the maths going on
That's
today.
brilliant.
Well done, Jenny. And what a lovely thing to do.
Now
What a
you'll
lovely
see
thing to
I'm
do.
pressing my seams open.
Oh, good man. Hang
Only
on.
reason
They will if
being
I
is that
actually-
when you come to quilt it,
Let's bulk.
when you have a temperamental quilting machine, like some people might, every little thing you can do to try and save her skipping stitches.
Oh, morning, Jacqueline. Yes. I don't have a. Why does the live video keeps interrupting on Facebook? What's going on, Jem? No, it's not, is it? But it's going through fine on Facebook, on the website. So that suggests it's Facebook's end, doesn't it? Naughty Facebook. Naughty Facebook. That's as technical as we get. So guys,
I was going to say, do you not think it's your website going a bit mad because everybody's buying all your K-Facet now?
well, no, it's because the website's fine. You can watch on
Of
the
course,
website.
yeah.
No problem at all. Jeremy says, I know it's near you, but I don't want to interrupt anything.
Oh,
Aw.
aren't your cut? They're just wonderful.
You know, there's always a cup of tea. And actually, do we know what cake it is in the cafe today?
Gemma, can I give constructive feedback? There wasn't a bacon roll when I arrived. Just saying.
Oh,
I
no,
love it. Natasha's looking at me as if to say, there's never a bacon roll. What are you on about?
there is in the caf. And yeah, you wanna enjoy
Yeah. I've already cleared my day.
Jane's sausage floury bats. I know.
I'm saying nothing. So there we go. That is row 1. When you do this on your own in your own home and you're doing it, you will make 2 of these. One will be on the bit that we've already finished, and there we go. So I then do that, and I just put it up behind me on this lovely shelf over here, and the hippo will look at it.
Conveniently placed.
Conveniently placed.
Do you know what actually I'm loving? And that's my my lampshade against that
I
purple
know.
quilt.
I did look, but this is the whole thing that I was saying, that when you're going to mix your fabrics together, if you're going to make these and choose your own colours, these work really well with that. So
Yeah.
maybe you want to do that.
And actually, oh, Claire says rewind 10 seconds and it won't keep jumping. That's what
Ah,
she did.
she's very clever.
There we are.
Now, what I'm doing here, I got so confused at one point because I sewed half of row 2 to half of row 3. I know. So don't do what John did. Take your border fabric here and put it on the line that you're doing or below the line so you know that this is the line that you're doing, and then as you do one you move it down. It just makes your life that little bit easier if you're easily distracted by shiny things like I am.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, like that.
And remember, your
Geraldine
directions are really important as well. So next one, we've got a square. We've got what we called figure 1.8, and I just double check it this way. So number 8 is that one. So that's going like that. And then I've got number 5. And if you're ever at a point where you don't have a diamond shape coming along, triple check you haven't made a mistake. Because often when you have done it that way, there is a mistake. And then I'm looking for a bright yellow.
Morning, Julia. She says morning. Oh,
Hi,
oops,
Julia.
Late, and then some muddy paw prints,
Oh.
which is basically my life too. Margot managed to find something unmentionable on our dog walk on Saturday and required a bath. Have you ever tried bathing a Great Dane that's very wriggly?
I wouldn't know how to even attempt
No,
that.
no. She doesn't love me anymore. Look at the concentration on his face.
This is the thing, because you've got to be very careful.
Concentrating.
Got to be very careful here. So that's number 3, which is the bright yellow.
Oh, Amy
That's
says
yellow.
she's ill today, so managed to tune
And
in and
it's
watch live for a
orange.
change.
Orange and umber. It's that one. I knew I had it. Just got to pay attention.
I hope you feel better soon, Amy. John's
What's wrong with
concentrating.
Amy?
She's not feeling very well, but the
Hugs.
plus side is
She gets
if
to buy
she's
fabric
ill,
today.
Yeah, she gets to stay home, buy fabric and not go to work. Hurrah.
8. There we go. I knew I had 8. So you can see that when you've done it, you've got to have a diamond there and a diamond there with all of those in the middle.
Amazing.
Now, if you are clever and you do the half to start with, you will make your life a lot easier by having the half relatively nearby and just fold it into the row that you're making, and you can then double check you've got the right ones.
Oh, look,
and
yes,
I do.
perfect.
As if it was done by magic.
Magic. Oh, Jeanette says pattern bought, cave bought. As John will know, I have half his shop already in my sewing room.
Oh, that's Nettie Gustafson.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So don't need any more.
I don't know what
fabric.
Nettie's talking about. I've never heard of her. She's never bought from my shop before.
No.
Nope. Data protection and all that.
But she said, but had to get at least some cave today. Can't wait for Natasha makes to get
Nettie,
those
all I was-
gunmetal black back handles back. Yep, we're getting them.
Nettie, it would have been rude not to, but can I just make a point, Nettie? You don't know what's coming tomorrow. I don't know either. Think about that one for a minute.
Well, you have to tune in tomorrow to find out.
I know.
We've
That's
got
the best thing.
some-
It's like
I know.
It's like the early advent calendar. Are you doing it? You've done the advent calendars.
We've done it. We're busily putting all the advent calendars together. We've got poor Gaynor at the moment is assembling all of the advent calendars ready to go out.
You sold out though within
Yeah.
nanoseconds.
But everyone is so excited because, and I keep getting emails saying, when are our advent calendars? We're not sending them out early to you lot.
No.
I know what you lot are like, especially Lo. She likes to prod and poke stuff, and
Did
she'll
you see
open
what
it.
somebody did with the Missouri Star one? Sylvia, Joe, do not look online.
What did they do?
They bought the box and opened every single parcel in the box to tell everybody what it was. And I saw this, I was looking for
That's so
something.
mean.
I was
Why would
looking
you
for
do
something and I
that?
clicked on the video, and you know when YouTube delays,
Yeah.
pauses and then pops up. And I saw this lady holding something. I thought, oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then I saw her open something that said bag 2 on it. And it was only when she opened it, I realized what she was doing.
Doing, oh my goodness.
So don't look online for that one.
No.
Because you know
And
what
so we
happened
just-
last year?
No?
I tried to buy your advent calendar, and because of Joe and Sylvia being in the office, I was phoning them saying, oh, do you want one? Do you want one? And then by the time I'd pressed yes on the thing, they'd sold out.
Oh.
So you don't hang around, just buy them.
no,
You can
no.
flog them afterwards if needs be.
Elizabeth says, what's the seam ripper thingy on the machine? It says, if you see a seam ripper, now is not a good time, Elizabeth. Yeah.
I am worried my machine is too noisy for my mic today, so
No,
apologies.
you're all right. Oh, here comes the Mrs. Doyle trolley with more fabrics on.
No! No!
Yeah.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it. Of course you can. Well done, Jem. You knew you
Do
had
I
to
show
do
you?
it.
Do I finish? Do I show you? Do I finish? I'm going to be good. I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to do this row and
You're
then I'll
such
do
a
it.
tease.
I
Such
know.
a tease. Yeah, you see, this is it, Lo says, I would open every one of them, but she'd never tell.
But you see, that's fine if you're not going to tell, but this woman did a whole video
No, that's mean.
for an hour.
Oh, it's super mean.
And you know the worst?
What?
I'm such an impatient person.
Me too.
You have no idea what it took for me to turn that woman off
Oh.
and not watch it all.
Do you know what? Lo says that she also watched the ends of films first. Right, Gemma, I have a bone to pick with you.
Gemma!
You didn't tell me I was going to sob all the way through the holiday.
What book?
The film.
Oh my God.
It's a rom-com.
Is that where...
Cameron Diaz and Jude Law and...
Oh God,
Gemma
yeah.
said we couldn't be friends unless I'd watched it, which is mean, given that we've managed like 25 years, to just suddenly throw that one into the mix.
The one I couldn't... I
Felt a bit of
literally,
pressure.
even thinking about now is P.S. I Love You.
Oh, no, I couldn't. No. And the Notebook.
Honestly,
no.
don't watch it.
No, I
No,
can't,
the Notebook was okay. The Notebook was okay, but for me, P.S. I Love You, that killed me. That was
yeah.
beautiful.
The acting was awful, but...
But I've heard, because I think you might like him, I don't know, Dexter's back? Were you a Dexter fan?
Do you know what? Yeah, I was always amazed he didn't get caught.
I know!
I mean, like, really?
Well, that would have made a terrible television series.
I know. Yeah, no, I did quite like him. Yeah, no, so that was that one. I did watch it so that
That
Gemma
is
and I
very
could be
good.
friends.
It is very good, yeah.
And
It's important to keep that going.
what, friendship?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it helps. But yeah.
Do you know how amazing she's been with the lovely messages she's been sending me this week? She's a special egg, that one.
Also, slight thing. So the conversation went, because obviously it comes up, it's a 12. And Freddie says, well, I don't know it's suitable for me. I said, well, Gemma recommended it. He said, yes, but do we trust her? Out of the mouth of babes. Yes, but do we trust her?
Love it. So I came in this morning having gone to B&M for the first time in my whole life a couple of weeks ago.
Oh gosh.
And found the,
How
what
was
were
that
they called?
experience for
Birthday
you?
party breakfast bars. Because I think your daughter would love them.
Just because it says it's got fibre in, just glosses over the fact that it's also
filled
full
with
of
hundreds
sugar.
and thousands
Yeah.
and covered with icing. But look at all the fibre in it, Natasha.
I know. Karen says, if you sob through the holiday, don't watch Me Before You. Excellent, gorgeous film, but a
No,
major
don't
tearjerker.
that. Oh,
I can't. I'm not someone that cries ordinarily in life, but you give me a movie, and if anything happens to a dog, I mean,
oh
that's
like Never
just,
Ending Story.
that's just the end.
Did you ever watch Never Ending Story?
No, but Marley and
Okay.
Me, I can't watch that.
You seriously have never watched Never Ending Story? The defining moment of my childhood in Africa with sanctions, thank you very much, we did deserve it, I don't believe in apartheid. We had Never Ending Story come, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened, but there is a moment with a horse that literally to this day I well up.
Oh no, well, no. If they're
Don't.
into horses, I
Just
can't
you'll
do it.
have to skip through that whole section because
Oh, there you
honestly,
go.
it scarred my childhood. We're talking, this is, God, that was 35 years ago.
Oh, Zoe said Never Ending Story was on yesterday.
Was it? Oh no.
And Sue said, yeah, Me Before You made me blub like a baby. I can't do it at the minute. I
No.
just, no, just not, no.
Oh, do you like sort of crime fiction?
I'm going to be honest, I don't get time to watch very much.
I know.
Of
You're a
anything.
mother, of course you don't.
Yeah. Occasionally I might catch a half hour or something in the bath, but that's about it. Yeah, Lo says, I find I'm crying every day. It's how the year's been. Do you know what? Sometimes, yeah. So it just goes like that, doesn't it? Kerry says, OMG, Never Ending Story with the horse always breaks my
Oh, my
heart.
God.
Well, I can't watch that now,
No,
can
you can't
I?
watch it. No,
No,
Natasha,
well,
I'm
that's
warning
on
you.
my-
I'm warning you, do not watch it.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I won't watch
Just
it.
know it's one of the most beautiful movies in the history of the universe, but the horse bit will destroy everything in life for you. Don't watch it.
Yeah, see, Geraldine says, I cry at the drop of a hat. Big softie. I mean, I'm full disclosure, like, I cry at Mrs. Doubtfire.
Aww.
I mean, it
But
doesn't...
he was amazing.
He was amazing.
And it's at this moment you've realised you've done something wrong. That's because this is upside down.
Old Yeller always makes me cry, says Carol.
I was a bit worried I'd made a colossal error on my show with you there.
Well, we'll just...
So there you
keep talking
go.
amongst
There you go. That's
ourselves.
what you're looking at. And the fact that it looks sort of like the first
other
one,
half.
the other. This is
Amazing.
the other bit there. So you literally are doing it twice. Okay. Now I sew as I go. I find it easier. If you have decided you don't want to press your seams open, that's absolutely fine. So press these seams that way and these seams that way, and you can nest your seams. It just makes your life a bit easier. I personally prefer putting my seams open for this long on sewing machine, and then equally when the triangles meet together there. Are we still in the same spot?
Oh, we can go close if you'd
I
like.
love it. You can just see that little pop of dark pink over there. You want to make sure that you hit that point with your sewing machine, and then you make sure that you've hit it. So that's why I prefer pressing my seams open as well.
I'd just like to clarify a point here because Fiona thinks I'm posh. She says, aren't you posh, Natasha, having a TV in the bathroom? No.
It's an iPad.
It's an iPad on
Yeah.
one of my iPad
But
things.
you are a little bit posh.
But then I put PU on the bottom half of the Eco tablet stand, and then it's waterproof.
You're posh and bloody clever.
Up here for thinking.
Do you know,
down
I
there
did
for
a talk the
dancing.
other day in Cheltenham, and it was
Oh
the
yeah,
most...
because that's not posh at all,
Oh no,
is
it
it,
was
John?
the most... They've ruined me for all other quilt talks.
Oh really?
I had a 3-course Christmas dinner.
Are you kidding me?
It was amazing.
Is that just because
and just
you
the
love
most
Christmas?
Well, I like to think so, but I got to wish somebody a happy Christmas on the 10th
Amazing.
of December, 10th of November.
Amazing. Pam says, Geraldine, me too. I can cry at adverts. Oh, Christmas adverts.
Oh my God,
Can't cope with those.
adverts really push me over the edge. I think my saddest movie I've ever watched was Evening Star, which was the sequel to Terms of Endearment with Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Does your foot run away with you when you sew standing
Yeah,
up?
yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Sue says, in truth, I never cried upon pain of death until I was pregnant. I just started maternity leave and I watched Beauty and the Beast and I cried and cried a cartoon. Oh, the cartoons are the worst.
Yeah,
Like
to
the
be
Lion
fair.
King, forget it. Just forget it.
But the Lion King's really sad.
I know.
Yeah, you're definitely not watching Neverending Story.
I can't cope.
No, you can't. You
I
can't.
can't cope.
You can't.
And I'm just, Jem will tell you, I'm just not crying. I went through drama school with them going, why don't you cry? Why don't
Who
you
said that?
cry? When I was at drama school, they're like, why can't we make you cry? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know why I can't do it. They obviously were not channeling enough Disney movies at me. Oh, there, Karen says, yep, John Lewis ads have ruined many a Christmas film.
It's true.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? What are we like? It's meant to be fun. I cried all the way through a Nigel Kennedy concert, mainly Bach. Oh, lovely. Oh, Fiona wanted to go to the Brockhampton talk, but sadly
I
it was a
know
closed
she did.
session.
But honestly,
Oh.
Fiona, if you can join that group, they are the most wonderful, wonderful women. I was so... Because it was the first real event where I've actually sat down and seen people since COVID all kicked off. It was beyond refreshing and it was just so lovely. And the fact that women were so divine, it was just so special. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Felt like we were getting back to normal again.
Normal.
Well,
Steady.
yeah, for the want of a better word.
I think we're quite normal here now.
You're always fabulous.
Well, I mean, I don't
But
know.
even when it wasn't normal, you guys were always fabulous. You just make everybody feel really at home and
Oh,
safe.
thanks. I don't know that fabulous was up for debate. We were just trying for normal, but we'll
No,
take
you were
fabulous.
fabulous.
Lizzie Myra says, I watch the tablet when in the bar and shop on my phone.
I do as well.
Yeah. Or on a mug of tea and a packet of crisps.
But I
That's
have to
normal
say,
for
the PU at the bottom of the stand is genius.
Yep. Flo says that she was asked to leave the cinema and watching E.T. because she was upsetting the children by crying so loudly. Amazing.
I went and watched the Vagina Monologues live in London when, I can't remember the lady's name, but it was all, Trudy Styler was there, her husband
I
was
did those
there.
in Stratford.
Oh my God, it was so good. But I'd never heard it and I didn't know what I was getting.
Oh, they're hilarious.
I laughed so loudly that
Yep.
Trudy Styler stopped and said, okay, we got it, you found it funny. I was mortified. Trudy Styler told me off for laughing too much at the
Amazing.
Vagina Monologues.
Shirley says one word, Bambi. Yeah.
No.
I mean, if anything's going to send you vegetarian, it's Bambi, right? And Pam says the
What was
saddest
Old
movie I've
Yeller?
ever seen.
Was it Old Yeller the movie name?
It's a different movie.
No, I know, but what was that movie? Was it Old Yeller?
Yeah. Oh, we've already had Old Yeller on the list. And Pam says the saddest movie I've ever seen was Who Will Love My Children. You see, again, just the name of it. Not
We all
going
know
there.
that is just
We're just
definitely
not
not a
going there.
rom-com, is it?
No,
Actually, it
no.
probably is a rom-com.
Oh,
I love it. Now, I'm cheating this time around because obviously having made the block already, we'll do it this way.
shall we look at what you're doing? Shall we? There we go. I can all see. What are you doing, John? Oh, yeah, Tony says she cries that Tell as Old as Time in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Yep, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't think I cry at Moana. I can manage that one. Quite like Moana. Uh-oh, there's a look.
Nope.
What's happened, John?
No, I'm just checking I've done it right. And you know,
Oh,
when you look
okay.
at it, you think, actually, I have.
Oh, that was the
This
look.
has gone remarkably well.
That was the confused look.
I am now going to check my bobbin because normally at this point something goes like I'll sew the whole thing together. Nope, we're good on the bobbin.
Oh, no bob and chicken this morning. Amazing.
You know those moments where you keep thinking the other shoe's going to fall at any moment. Oh, I was showing you fabric. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Karen says, when I went to see Warhorse, I only lasted 10 minutes.
Oh
And
my
sobbed
God,
through the rest of
Warhorse.
the production. Yep.
Have you seen it live?
Yes, and it's puppets.
I did not believe that that was a puppet.
It's just phenomenal.
I was and I'd gone with my friend's mother, didn't know her from a bar of soap, and I'm sitting there blubbing like crazy in the theatre. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. But.
Hang on. What about Watership Down? Right, let's go overhead.
I'm just going to put that there.
So this is a maze, and it's got it's by Brandon, but it's got Kate's name in it. It's almost like
It's like graffiti.
Yeah.
And then there's that one. Oh my goodness. Gemma, why do you do this to me?
They're a bit gorgeous, aren't they?
Oh my gosh.
But again, only for today, peeps. Only for today. 25% off. Only for today. We're just. Oh, do you know what? That would have looked nice in the. In your grey one. Grey
These as the. Oh my goodness, these would be amazing.
I mean, I'm just
wait.
saying.
Wait. What about those two?
You shove them up a little bit. Shove them in a
Those?
little bit. Yeah. Look at that.
Those would be amazing.
Yep. Well, I mean, hence the name, right? A maze. You see, you could go pink and purple.
I know. I was just thinking that
Black
the
and
two
grey.
pinks and the
Yep.
black and the. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I can get this in my car without you noticing. I'm gonna go with Gemma. Right, walks quite quickly, doesn't she?
She's small,
She'd be
but
really
she's-
subtle and just appear, wouldn't she? Going, hello, darling. Let me just get the meterage on that for your bill. Get it off the website. Fishies! Oh my goodness.
Koi poloi.
Koi poloi, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Well, it's one of
perfect. It
Brandon's.
is koi
Brandon
poloi.
always has to have fabulous names for
They
his.
are
Koi
really
poloi.
good.
Oh, Beaches with Bette Midler. I've not watched it.
Don't. You're a mum, don't.
Oh, Elizabeth's John did some of the artwork for Watership Down. They all did at his college. You see, don't think about that, do you? But yeah, amazing. I didn't know he was an arty-farty type. No, Elizabeth. Oh. Tracy says, oh, wow, love these fabrics. Morning, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Is that Tracy Arnett?
No, Perks.
Tracy Perks.
Of
You
quilt
have
quilt.
a delivery made.
Thank you.
And your quilt is now on my bag as well to take home with me. When I've lost it, it's in the boot of my car.
Bridget says that she's glad she's bought her fabric before you take the lot. I mean, yeah. Oh, Geraldine's just had her first Christmas card from Canada. She's not even bought any yet.
Oh, wow.
Do you know, I'm really behind. Normally I make
I'm not
all
doing
my
Christmas cards again.
Ever?
No. Go on, no. Did I tell you what I did last year?
No.
So I made the decision that if you send 150 Christmas cards, which is a lot, I know, but if you're sending 150, that's almost £300. That's 10 bottles of really good gin.
I mean,
And
there is
then you can phone, of the 100 people you were going to send the card to, you probably only really want to speak to about 25, 30 of them. They're really good friends. The other ones, you're just being polite. So email them, save the planet, and drink gin.
do you know what? I had, from some of the viewers, I had lovely, on my birthday, I had lovely e-cards.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
quite fun to open.
Look,
Julie
I think
says-
there are still people you need to. I think the older generation, not on the internet, definitely. They love a card.
Yeah, my friend Glyn is in his 90s.
I think
and
it's
he does.
really important that you do that.
Jenny says, pattern book downloaded and printer. You are a geeky beaver. And Margaret says, did you already show the embroidered flower, or does John have it available to waft? I do. What? Did I not waft? Did I not?
I'll waft. What
Did I
do you mean
put
me
it
to
to
waft?
Well, the embroidered flower, it was over that side. Down bottom shelf. Did I
You
not
didn't do
actually-
these.
Did
No,
I not get
you
them
didn't
out?
do these,
I
no.
put them on a shelf safely. Sorry, Margaret.
Thanks, Margaret. These were going in the boot of my car as well. Look at them.
Could you just unravel a little bit, because she'd quite like
With
to
the
see.
greatest of pleasure. I will unravel all of them for you, because these are pretty special. Don't fall off the table. It's my first time of wafting. I want to do it proud. Oh, wow. This is one you definitely don't need. Whoever's looking, you don't need this one.
This what?
This one, no, you definitely don't need this one.
Hang on, we're frozen. I can't get anything.
Oh,
Hang on. Bear with. The whole thing's frozen. What's going on? What is going on? Gemma, the printer guy's apparently. Oh, she's gone.
these are very pretty.
Well, I can't do anything, John. Everything's frozen. What is going on with my world, hey? Let's try it. No, it's not liking that.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
We're having technical issues. And the printer man apparently is nearby.
Yeah, the printer man is coming today, apparently. He says he's coming to collect today. I thought it was tomorrow.
But you don't want this one. This one you definitely don't want. Nobody wants this one. Nobody wants this one.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Oh, how we love it.
I love these. Has this gone on? Have people seen it?
Yeah, no, there is. It was only, I can't switch back to you. You were what? Oh, do you know what? Again, put that up next to that.
Was that a good waft?
Put it up next to that. Look, up to that, next to that quilt there. Oh, I mean, it seems a shame to have it as a backing, but it would look stunning.
But if you leave it behind, someone else is going to get it. Just saying.
Only for today.
At that price, my God.
Ginny says that she must tear herself away from all this loveliness. The sun is out and walking the dog.
Sun? I've never seen so much fog in all my life. I've decided today is more on Monday.
More on Monday.
More on Monday.
That's not very nice to call people morons.
Well, the amount of people, 3 people forced me off the road on the way in today on the M40, and I'm like, my goodness me.
You know, we could call it more on Monday because you're getting more fabric on Monday.
More on Monday.
Right. We'll save that. We'll save that as a nice thing.
More
to say.
on Monday.
Yeah. Heidi says she still makes Christmas cards because she enjoys it.
That's good.
Leanne, we've decided with Facebook, just go back 10 seconds and then it doesn't skip. Vicky loves the red, black and orange one. Do you do it in that colour to buy? Yes, yes, yes. It's all on the website, Vicky. If you go to natashamakes.com, then it's on there as a kit. You don't even have to try and piece bits together. It's all there together. But if you are making your own kit out of the K fabrics that we've got on special offer today, 25% offer today only, then what would I say about that?
You need half a metre of the colours and 2 metres of a background fabric. Oh,
and Liz and Margaret says, excellent job of wafting.
Oh, thank you very much.
She'll have a swatch of the contrast. It's rather gorgeous. Oh, and Jeanette says now she's seen the embroidered flower. She needs all the 3 colourways. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Jeanette, if you've already put your order through, we will adjust your postage. If you just send a little email to customer services, which is info@natashamakes.com, we will adjust your postage for you. Do not worry about that. Good wafting, John.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all morning.
What are you doing so that people know?
So all I'm doing is we're now doing row 3. So all I did was I cheated because I went with the other half and laid it out. But you just go with the pattern. You move your little marker down to row 3. Lay that all out in a row like we did there. And
oh, so you've used that fabric as a marker. So
yep.
You could use a bookmark or something, couldn't you?
Exactly.
Awesome. Got it.
And we are almost there. We've got 1 more to stitch on. Now, whenever you're doing these, remember when you've got 2 coming together, they should be forming diamonds. There are occasions where they don't. So if you haven't got a diamond shape, just double check the pattern. And when you come to put your rows together, if you haven't formed diamond shapes again, just check you haven't got it the wrong way around.
Oh, Jeanette says, thank you, Natasha. Brilliant customer service. Well, we aim to please. We do aim to please, don't we, John? We try. Wow. We try occasionally. We're very trying.
And I'm taking a little bit longer on these because if I press my seams open, it just makes my life a little easier when I come to quilt it. But if you are going to press to one side, just make sure that you're doing each row in opposite directions because then you can nest.
We like a bit of that.
Good little bit of nesting.
How are you finding the iron?
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit heavy as well, which means I feel like I'm doing weightlifting.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But not too heavy to use it, if you know what I mean.
No.
It's lighter than the iron I've got. We had a bit of a disaster in the studio on Friday. My friend popped in to say hello unexpectedly, which was lovely to see him. But you know those moments when you're like, I'm so busy. I really would love to sit and talk to you, but can I see you tomorrow? Yeah. And as I was talking to him, I put the iron on the ironing board and it fell off and the nose shattered all over the floor. So that's been my favourite iron I've ever had, and I've never found it again. So now I'm using an iron that only steams constantly.
It's no
So
good.
when you're pressing your seams open with only steam, you develop your asbestos fingers.
We've had a few iron issues. In fact, it was the iron that overheated and burnt everything that made me realise that I needed everything out of the house.
Yeah.
And I needed it in a place that was, you know, not my home.
But also the iron as well, because a lot of us, it just happens. You leave it on, you're busy, you're doing stuff, you get distracted. You need an iron with an automatic switch off. You really do. Whatever you're doing, it needs to be automatic switch off.
Or an industrial one that's designed to be left on.
Exactly.
And not, you know, get upset with itself.
Exactly. So we've done now rows 1, 2, 3, and 4, and with all my wafting and everything, we're almost halfway through.
Amazing.
So exactly the same. As I said before, you're trying to make sure that you've got diamonds forming. So if I put this on this way round, that's not a diamond, nor's that. You've done it wrong. So just make sure you get it the right way round.
Maggie says, great show today. Thank you, John and Natasha. We're not finished yet.
Not yet.
No, but thanks. Oh,
It's whether they want me to put the borders on or not. That's going to be the bit.
Well, we can show how to do the cornerstones, can't we? Amy says that she writes Christmas cards to be included in Christmas presents for merchant sailors away from home at Christmas.
That is lovely.
A charity called Mission to Seafarers make sure they have something to open when they're away from home.
That's lovely.
Oh, the most she's ever done was 220, hoping to beat the record next year.
Wow.
Wow, amazing.
But there are so many wonderful charities available and things that you can do that with. Because I always worry at Christmas, then when I started the Beginners Quilt Support Group about 7 years ago, we, because unfortunately a lot of people are alone at Christmas, and that's always very sad. But some people don't mind being on their own, which is fine, you know, but if people do mind, I wanted to make sure that they weren't on their own and they didn't feel alone. So we set up because not everybody, you know, some people do have family and they don't want to invest, that sounds wrong, but they don't have the time to be able to spend away from their family. So I set up this thing where if people wanted to, they could then exchange messages on Christmas Day just to check in. And it was a bit like a round robin, really. And it was lovely. We had such a great response to it. It was really special.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, I am going to miss a point here, boys and girls, and I don't care. If you care, stop, unpick, go back, but I'm okay with that. The one point I will make sure that I don't get messed up is the middle, because in the center of your quilt, you want to make sure that you hit that middle point perfectly.
Oh no! Bob and Chicken, did you lose?
So I didn't miss my point because I didn't have any blasted bobbin in.
Oh, the universe was looking after you. Oh, whoops.
I tell you, the person who can invent a machine or a button or something that gives you an alarm that tells you when your bobbins come out.
So the new GPs do.
Yep. That is so annoying.
Yep. Uh-oh.
But I didn't miss any points there.
Hurrah. Concentration. The concentration.
No, I'm determined. I'm not going to miss a point now.
I mean, it's the tongue was nearly out.
It was.
It was nearly that stage of concentration.
And as I was doing that, I was thinking the people who bought our house, they had their survey done last week, And as I was doing this, I was like, oh, I must phone the lawyer to find out if our house is falling down. Because you know, whenever you're selling your house and they have the survey done, automatically your whole house is falling down.
I mean, it's always nice to know, right, if your house is falling down.
Well, no, not really. I'm selling it. It's not my problem at that point.
I mean, was there anything to suggest that
No.
might be the case?
Well, you know, it's a 275-year-old house. You know.
Yeah. Bits are going to drop off here and there, aren't they? Let's be
That's
honest.
more. 1838.
It's old.
Very old.
Beautiful.
But I do love my little house. I'm going to miss it.
How's the new house?
Oh, heaven.
Well,
I
there
have never
we
been so happy in all my
go.
life. I didn't actually think a property could make me that happy.
Oh.
Honestly, it's the best thing I've ever done in my whole world. It is amazing. And the fact I get to spend it with a man that I genuinely want to spend my life with is also very special.
Well, I mean, isn't that just the most perfect thing then?
Well, you just hope he feels the same.
I
Because
mean,
it's
you
not
know.
always the shared feeling.
Well,
I love this quilt. Right, so we're on our last row now. And again, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use this because I know that that's ready to go. And I know it's cheating, but
we don't mind.
that's
if it's-
okay. So that one goes like that. That one goes like that. Oh, there was one extra. Oh, that goes there. And that one goes like that. The good thing is at this point, you don't actually have that many pieces left to put together. If at this point you've got one left over, you've done something wrong.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because when I did it, when I was sewing it together, I'd had a whole pack of 8 of these and 8 of these together. And I literally recounted everything and thought, what have I done? And all it was, those that I'd overcut. Now, when I said to you the most important section, this is the most important section here. This bit here, this bit here when you're joining it. So if you're paying attention on anything throughout the whole quilt, check this one, because this is the very center point of your quilt. And I'm going to point out my mistakes because nobody ever does. Over here, I know you can't really see it from over here, but I've missed the point over there. So of course I have to give up quilting and donate my stash to the nearest person.
Oh, that would be me.
you,
Thanks.
you don't want it.
Awesome.
You really don't want it. So yeah, just watch out for that middle point over here. So when we get to there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to put these 4 together, and then I'm going to put these 4 together so that we can make sure that we focus on that and get that done correctly.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Got it.
Got it. And away it goes. Look at that.
And again, in case you missed it earlier, line this section up, line this section up, and this section. And then when you fold this little bit back over here, make sure that the line of your half square triangles from the piece below and the piece above all line up, and then you should, in theory, hit your point exactly.
Perfect. Well, this is all very exciting, John.
But you can see it's a really easy quilt to put together, and it takes no time at all.
I do love a half square triangle.
I do too.
Not gonna lie, love a half.
And I won't deny I am prone to doing the Magic 8 method, but this specifically because of the bias, it didn't take long to sew them all together. Right.
Oh, it's coming together. And is this the last row that we've got?
It is.
Amazing.
So you've got one more seam and your quilt front is done.
So how long did you say these took? 4.5?
4 hours,
4 hours?
Yeah.
Start to finish?
start to finish. And that's from uncut fabric to pieced, whole pieced.
Ooh. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all.
Obviously, if you're waffling away and wafting beautiful K fabric,
I
it
mean,
will
who
take you
doesn't
a
want to
little
do that?
longer.
Still don't think this is going to be a 4-hour show though this morning.
No.
No.
Ooh, there's cake to be had.
No.
Sorry, love you all dearly, but there's cake.
And
I can
sausage floury bats.
Oh my god. Right.
Oh, Fiona says it's going to be a very special Christmas for you in your new home.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Julia's.
And Fiona, we're having a new loft put in because someone may have quite a lot of stash and it can't go in our garage. It needs to go into so we're getting the loft done. And my husband turned to me and said, you know, we've got a bit of a problem. And I said, what? He says, we're going to have to put all the Christmas trees up really soon because we haven't got space anymore. And I was like, okay, put them up now. So we're having, I think we've got 7 or 9 Christmas trees going up. I know, I can't wait. I cannot wait. We've got over 4,000 Christmas decorations. No, it's insane. He used to be the Christmas buyer for Harrods. So we've only argued over one set of decorations, but I'll allow him his truly hideous wooden Santas. No doubt my husband will come back and say, my Santas are beautiful. They're not. They're not.
Could they just go somewhere discreet?
Yeah, the bin.
Oh, okay.
But apparently that's not nice.
Oh.
So I just
leave... more, you know, outside behind a hedge or
Nope,
something?
we leave him. He wants his, you know what, for everything that I get in my life, he can have his horrible little things. That's fine.
Said with love, you can have his horrible little things.
But what he doesn't know is a friend of mine just opened a crochet business selling finished crochet projects, and someone might have ordered 120 quid's worth of Brussels sprout Christmas decorations for my office to have a Brussels sprout Christmas tree in my studio.
Of course you
Obviously.
did. Obviously. I mean, what else would you do?
Can't wait.
I mean, that
And
must
she posted
be
a picture
the
of
dream
them this
job.
morning.
Christmas buyer at Harrods.
Oh God, he loves it.
He's not still there though, is he?
No, he's
TK
Maxx.
Maxx, isn't he? Yeah.
It was really funny. One of the ladies at this beautiful dinner I went to the other night in Brockhampton, she showed a picture of her sofa. It was a Laura Ashley sofa that she bought many years ago. My husband designed it.
Oh, really?
So it was really funny to be able to see. He's still got furniture designs that he did for Heels in their store and everything.
Wow, he's a clever thing, isn't
Oh,
he?
he really is.
Julian would like to know, how long does it take to put up all of your 4,000 Christmas decorations?
Could I let you know when I've done it? We haven't done it yet.
Have you never put all of them up
No,
together?
No, we've
So
never
is
had a
this-
house big enough to do it.
So has this been a matter of they've been, because when you've had like 2 houses, they've been sort of spread between the houses?
I want to say yes. What it is, and I'll be perfectly honest, we'll go in and the first year the first proper year we lived together, we went out and bought a series of Christmas decorations. And by that I mean maybe 500, 600 of them, which is obscene, but I just couldn't stop myself. And then they had the Christmas sale that year, and then I might have
So you had
bought
to top up?
another
yeah.
500 or 600 there.
Right.
And then it's just every single time a Christmas decoration comes out that I like, I will buy 20 of them or 30 of them, and there will be like 50 different decorations. It's obscene. It's obscene. And then before you know it, you just don't quite know where you're going to put them all. And honestly and truly, the last 7 years, we haven't known where they all are because splitting proper first world problems, and I'm fully aware of that, you don't know which house they're in.
Syl Sparkley says you should order Christmas jumpers for the hideous wooden Santas. Maybe he has. I think that face says he has. And Tony says that she saw a Brussels sprout crochet pattern for Ferrero chocolate covers.
That's roughly the size of what my little ones coming in are.
Can you fit some Ferrero Rocher in them? Just hang from the tree?
No, she's stuffed them already.
Oh, has she?
But she posted a picture of them this
Amazing.
morning saying, oh, ready for delivery. I'm like, yes, I'll pick them up on my way home. Now, as I said to you, this is the most important point that you're going to match. And you're matching it onto there. So you've got 2 options here. You can start in the middle and work out, and then go back in the middle and work out. Or you can just risk it and go from one end to the other. There is no right or wrong answer. You must do what works best for you. I am going to have faith, and I'm going to go start from that end and go the way down.
I would pin heavily around that
No.
centre bit. I didn't know. You didn't see his face.
No.
What?
That'll be far too practical.
What?
God. If anybody has ever seen me use a pin before, That is quite a lot.
Hang on, whoa, Lo. We're doing an 18-day trip round, road trip round Christmas. I love Christmas, but not sure about decorating inside the house. It takes 5 days to decorate.
Yep.
5 days to
Well, you see,
decorate?
I have a very, very different way of doing Christmas.
Right.
I do not watch any single Christmas advert from the minute they come out. I don't watch them. I will watch all the major stores. I'll watch them on YouTube, but I pause everything. I fast forward everything. I don't watch any adverts at all.
Right.
That will save you a hell of a lot of your life because you get very, very tired of all the Christmas adverts. And then from the 1st of December, you've got a different activity for each day. So you'll make the chutney one day, you'll make the cake one day, you'll make the pudding one day, you'll make Christmas biscuits, and you'll go out and you'll have fun and have a party and enjoy yourself. And this year, hopefully we can. But you don't do any of the usual going to... all your Christmas shopping must be done by the 1st of December because you don't go to shops then.
But what about your vegetables that go off? Your perishables.
Waitrose deliver.
Okay. So have you already...
And I go to the
got your
farm
slots?
store. I go to the farm store and get stuff from the farm
But
store
that's
and
still
stuff.
shopping.
Yeah, but it's different because you know what it's like. You go in and you're inundated with Christmas songs and all these delightful things that you wouldn't normally listen to. So it's stuff you don't enjoy. And I think, honestly, the noise and the tinnitus of the adverts and the music and all that in the shopping centres doesn't make it any better. If you're going to listen to music, I've used 3 pins, Natasha. I'm going to put 2 more in just for you.
Just for craziness.
And these ones you can actually sew over. I don't recommend sewing over pins.
Elizabeth says that she knows where to stuff a Ferrero Rocher. She
does
just
she now?
loves them.
I'm so keen to ask where, but I'm scared she'd answer.
I'm going to say in her mouth, John. I know, Gillian says, I was just thinking, I've never seen John with a pin in his hand. Look, Gillian, first time for everything, right?
Is that Jill Aird?
First time for everything, yeah.
So Jill Aird came to my house the other day. She couldn't make a class because she lives quite close to me. So she came to my house the other day to do catch up on one of the classes.
Right, got it.
I am fastidious. If you use a rotary cutter, the blade is only open when it's on the mat.
Yes, of course.
If you leave it open on the side,
Nope.
you get 3. On the
Oh.
3rd one,
Oh.
it's £5 for cancer research.
Ooh.
On the 4th one,
Yeah.
I have a very large metal frying pan with a metal spoon, and I will bang it in your ears solidly for 4 minutes while you're working because you won't forget to lock your blade then.
Wow.
Ask her if that's true. Did I bang my pot at Gillian Aid?
No, did you? No, we're not asking you where to stuff one. Goodness me. Goodness me. Yeah, and
But yeah, the
Elizabeth would like
blades-
to concur.
Blade safety is so important.
Well, and also, I mean, I know that
And the
Often
reason is, one of the women that I was doing a sewing day with, she had her machine, her thing like this, and she had her finger over the edge, and it came off. So I'm sorry, I've seen it firsthand. The same woman did it again.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, but then there's also the not wearing flip-flops or anything around because in case you drop your blade.
well, yeah, I
All
won't
these
I won't
things.
deny I've done that myself. Well, a pair of scissors went sharp end down into my foot.
Oh, wow.
No, the worst I've ever seen is my friend Sylvia, who works for me. She was doing free motion embroidery, and the needle went into her.
Oh, no.
She refused to go to A&E and was screaming at her husband to get her pliers. She did it twice, and the second time she was much calmer, and she went off and got the pliers herself. And no,
That's not.
no,
No.
don't like it.
No.
Nope.
Jenny says, my ex was a newspaper printer, so was printing Christmas ads and Christmas trees from November. So he hated Christmas and refused to put up any decorations until Christmas Eve. Oh.
Thing is, I need 4 days, 5 days to get the decorations up.
Yeah.
It's the taking them down that's the problem.
Yeah, putting them up all looks like good fun. But taking it down, then it's all a bit empty, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, look at the concentration, everybody.
I'm
going
gonna get
slow
this
'cause of
point
the
if it
pins.
kills me.
Yes.
And I'm only taking them off when the fabric is actually secured under the foot of the needle. Oh, please, I've got that. And if I haven't got it, I might lie and say that I did.
I mean, that was quite some speedy sewing there.
I love my little Bertha when she gets going.
Oh, Claire, no, I didn't see the chocolate train you made for the boys. Oh. We now have
Is
our
that Claire
Natasha
Angelina?
Makes, yeah, we now have our Natasha Makes sign up above the door so that people don't keep asking if we're Natasha Bakes. I don't bake anything. I know, nobody wants to eat anything I bake. We just laugh every time they say it. Oh, is it Natasha
How is
Bakes?
Captain Small? I think she'd eat your baking.
Captain Small was in fine fettle this morning, bless her.
Aww. Well, it's because her birthday, you know.
I know, she was busily telling Freddie that, stop it, Freddie, you're winding me up.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, yeah. And Freddie just grins cheekily because he knows full well he's winding her up. But it's just the fact, Freddie, you're winding me up. Is that perfect by any chance, John?
Oh, all right.
Is it?
I'm very happy with that.
Come on then, share with the group, share with the group. How
That
would you...
met perfectly.
Right. Beautiful.
But yeah, that met perfectly there.
Beautiful. So now you've got the other half just to whack on and we're done.
There's only 3. So,
Perfect.
but you've sewn those all together.
Amazing.
Just make sure you get them the right way round.
Yeah, do you know what? We did choose right with that cloud. It looks lovely.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Really beautiful. Look at that. Amazing.
It really is. And the thing is as well, it's not, if you were to do it as a husband and wife quilt, it's not too feminine a quilt to actually be, you know what I mean. Men wouldn't moan having it on the bed.
No, no. They shouldn't if they know what's good for them. Karen says, oh, I love tree day. All 7 trees go up on the 1st. Just one day to decorate the house. I love it. Carol's on in the background. Perfect.
One day to decorate the house. That's actually not bad. You see, I'm a little bit silly. I actually have themes, and each tree has different colour baubles, and it's ridiculous, I know.
When did you decide that you loved Christmas so much?
Well, the thing is, growing up in Africa, we didn't really get Christmas. So Christmas was, you know, glorious sunshine, and it was, you know, it was special in a different way. But when I got here, you know, I'd seen snow once in 1985. So for me, it was an absolute novelty. And it was just so, so special to be able to do it and enjoy it and love it. But yeah, there are worse things to be addicted to, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anybody any harm.
Oh, Sue says, I dropped a rotary cutter on my phone. Can't believe how much blood I lost.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
And I like to say we only do it the once.
Oh, well, no. Karen, yes, all her trees also have their own colour theme. You're not alone. I think this is the thing, isn't it? If you're a Christmas person, you're a Christmas person. And
Are you a Christmas person? To that level that your trees are all the same colour?
No, so I struggle because of all the animals and children and stuff throughout the house. So last year, we have a fake tree that goes up, and I am more OCD than Stephen, and he just whacks the branches on any old. I know exactly that look. So I let him and the children put it up. And then when they go to bed, I take it down and I make it right. And then, yeah. And then, I mean, like I have colours and stuff that I'll do a colour for it, but I don't have 18 around the house because bearing in mind last year as well, I remember putting it up and Theo just appearing halfway up the tree. There was just this little face in the middle of the tree. So, oh yeah. Now, John, don't you have something to say about Oracle?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Only when I've got them in my hand.
Okay. Right.
That is my Christmas present to myself this year. So there we go. We've got the middle.
Amazing. Amazing.
Now you can see why I think this actually might be my favourite colourway.
Oh, I think they're all rather fabulous.
But that is pretty special.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly how to put the borders on. What's the time?
It is 28 minutes past 11.
Oh my goodness, it's been going for hours. Well, look, I think most of you know how to do a border. You're just popping the 2 edges on this side and the opposite side.
But do you put your cornerstones on first?
So I first put the 2 edges on first
Yeah.
with no cornerstones, and then I put the cornerstones on. Look at the picture, which way they should go. It's up to you. You don't want to do them that way, do them another way. You can put them out, you can put them in. I would say if you are sending it to a long arm quilter, turn them in, because you might lose some of this when they quilt it, because they have to trim everything down at the end anyway. But I still can't believe you've done 25% off on all the K fabrics. It's insane. Not all, but you know what I mean. Yeah, don't look. Don't look. You don't need any.
I think they have looked,
Don't look.
John.
Don't look.
I think they have looked, and that genie can't go back in the bottle. But it is only until midnight, and then tomorrow, John.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say, am I, Gemma, what the next deal is? It's a surprise for tomorrow.
Gemma, if I buy you cake, will you whisper it in my ear? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling I'm about to buy a very large cake for Gemma to know what they all are. Thank you for having me, and I'm sorry it's been such a nightmare getting me back in. Too much life.
Well,
Life can
that's
stop
all right.
now.
Life happens, but you're back now.
Yes.
John, when are you back again?
Well, we've got to talk about that today, because I've got a couple of projects that I've done and things, and like I've made a bag.
Are we going to see you before Christmas?
I want to, yes.
Okay. All right,
Because
well,
one of the things was like a little Christmas bag,
amazing.
which I thought would be good.
Amazing.
But yeah.
Okay, so we will talk Christmas, and then in the new year we start a new Block of the Month project with you.
I'm very, very
with
excited
you,
about
which
it.
is
yes.
just beautiful.
I'm very proud of it. I won't deny.
Yeah, you should be.
Very,
really
very proud
stunning.
of it.
So lots and lots and lots to get going on. Kirsty says, I'm starting to realise that I'm a real bar humbug when it comes to Christmas decorations. No tree, minimum amount of
You can get
decorations.
Brussels sprout ones though, and you can get bar humbug ones.
And
There
I'm
you go.
not
You can have a
even
bar
fond of
humbug tree.
putting cards up. However, I love the food.
Food is good.
So I like to put out all the nuts, sweets and
Can I
crisps
just
in
do a
tubs that she's made.
non-sponsored shout out?
Yeah.
Do you like cheese?
Love cheese?
Do you like profiteroles?
No.
Someone at M&S put cheese inside profiteroles.
Wrong.
No. I looked at that and thought, oh my god, that, you know.
Dirty. I love that you tried one.
Sublime.
Really?
One of the most beautiful things I've ever eaten.
You took one for the team just to try and make.
It's how much? But really worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will investigate that.
Be rude not to.
OMG, BOM with JCM. Where do I sign up? Zoe, that will all start in the new year. All of our new subscriptions will start in the new year. Fiona says, when are you hoping to start workshops? When we finally get that end of the warehouse tidied. And what's the other? Oh yeah, and all of the insurance liability for public.
I've got a really good company if you need help.
Yes, perfect. We'll talk that then. And then we can start having everybody in. John, would you be up for a bit of that?
Try and stop me.
Okay. Sue says, a bit of royal gossip. I mean, you know.
Obs.
Yeah. The Queen has her tree in Sandringham decorated at the top and bottom, and she likes to do the middle herself.
I didn't know that. She's not very well at the minute.
You can't whack Madge on a step ladder,
No,
can
well,
you?
no,
You know, no.
She's damaged her back really badly. She's
Is
back
she?
in bed. She couldn't go to the remembrance service yesterday.
Well, she did fall off a horse or something.
Don't know. She's 95, bless her. I just hope she
She's
gets better
pretty
soon.
amazing. She is pretty
She
amazing.
really is.
Yeah. I love the fact she still rides every day. Oh, Fiona says, I make those savoury eclairs. They're yummy.
They're really good. And do you like roasted brie and things like that?
Yes. Clearly.
Seriously? Because you heat them as well.
With honey and garlic in and rosemary. Yeah.
Seriously.
I'll bake a brie.
Oh no, because we
Natasha
had
bakes
baked brie. We had as our starter. We had baked brie with crusty breads and all the biscuits,
Yeah.
and then we had the profiteroles, and we just had 4. I had 4. They had 3 each. They come in 10 in a box. Beyond.
Okay.
It's
all right,
well worth it.
Lo says, I need to stop over on the 17th of December. Can I park in your car park? Don't see why not. Anne says, fab demo. Thank you very much, John and Natasha. If not the car park, Lo, on my driveway. That would be
make
fine
it work.
too.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll make it work one way or that. Just PM me, we'll be fine. John, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
I reckon we've got time for a quick sausage back before I've got to go and sort out the printer.
I think the printer man can wait. I'll buy him a sausage roll to wait.
And for anybody that's waiting on patterns, just bear with us because the printer gets moved today. So there might be a little delay on some of your printed patterns, but it's because of that. John, thank you so much. Come back again soon.
Yay.
And thank you everyone for watching. Please make... Lara says, thanks. I have lots of gin. Of that I do not deny or doubt. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
There will be more pre-Black Friday deals tomorrow.
There better be cave left, otherwise I'm going to be very cross with all of you.
But make the most of it today.
I won't be, but you know what I mean.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give us a wave. Oh, hang on. There we go. Bye. It's already gone.
Bye.